Every single day, I still get the same questions about YouTube automation, and one of the biggest ones is this. Bennett, I uploaded a short and I have 83% swipe through rate and 74% retention rate. Why am I not going viral? I get so many questions like that, and in this video, I wanted to explain, does retention rate actually matter, and to what degree does it even matter? Because I actually think that right now, a lot of people are overhyping how important retention rate is, and really positioning or timing, I'll explain what that means later, is way more important than just getting good retention on a video. Now obviously you still should shoot for good retention and good swipe through rate, but all I'm saying is that alone isn't going to be the X factor on whether you go viral. And I have good proof for that. So let's start with some of the faceless channels that I run. We can start by going to one of my channels, Stories Told, with 151,000 subscribers. If we sort those videos by popular, we can go to this video on this bobcat that needed help. You can see here made $922,000, and the retention rate is decent. It's not like the craziest thing ever, but it's still quite good. It has around 60% of people still watching after the 1 minute mark. But the swipe through rate isn't that insane. It's 68% stayed to watch, a whole 31% swiped away after the first couple seconds. Yet, this is our second most viral video with 4.8 million views. Or I could go to an even more viral one. Like, look at this crocodile video with 12 million views right here. If I go to analytics, 12.7 million views. In this case, only 60% of people stayed to watch, and the average view duration was lower at 44 seconds. So how does this make sense? How does a video like this crocodile one, with a worse swipe through rate and a worse average view duration, do better than this bobcat video, which only has 4 million views, even though it has a better swipe through rate and a better retention rate? Well, there's two answers. The first one is that as a video gets pushed out to a wider and a wider and a wider audience, it's less targeted, meaning those people are less likely to watch the whole thing, meaning the retention rate drops on average. And when we look at the data, this is kind of confirmed. Like, it looks like maybe at the beginning here, these average first few days where it's mostly returning viewers and followers watching, the average view duration is higher than usual. And then as time goes on, it seems to lower a bit down to like 42 or 40 seconds. But overall, that's only one thing. The second thing that I think is at play here is that retention rate and swipe through rate aren't the only important things. It's also a big game of supply and demand, riding trends, and correct positioning that actually gets you the most amount of views on YouTube. And I've confirmed this not only with my own videos, but with other people's videos. So this was just from our faceless channels. Again, you can see that some of our most viral ones don't have the most insane swipe through or retention rates. But let's think about my specific channel. My biggest video ever by far, you can see Non-Guru Explains How to Print. This is outperforming my other video by like 10x pretty much. And yet still, when I go to the analytics on this, my impressions click-through rate is not that high. I have a 5% click-through rate. My average view duration is 3 minutes and 26 seconds. That's around 27% of the total video. So this by no means has like insane stats. Like, look, even compared to my average video, the retention on this is actually worse. But it's still overperformed compared to the rest of my videos. And I think that's simply due to the positioning and the supply and demand at the time when this video was uploaded. When I uploaded this video, I had a sense that a lot of people hated gurus that are selling a course on how to do what they do, aren't transparent about the actual channels that they own with YouTube automation. And that was my hypothesis. So I uploaded a video that went against that. And so I was kind of just thinking, I think there's a hunger for this. Let me try and see. And it seems like there was. And so I was one of the only people that made a video with this non-guru style. And that was way more important in terms of getting views and getting clicks and ultimately getting watches than having the highest retention rate or swipe through rate actually was. Again, I have videos with way better retention and way better swipe through on this very channel than this video, but none of them even came close to how many views this video got, which is now at 500K. But lastly, I've confirmed this with the last two people I had on my podcast. One of them is named Ronick. He started a ranking channel and he's actually pulling in over 10K this month with this channel, which is absolutely absurd. But one of his most viral videos that he showed me was this ranking the best nonchalant elevator entrances. Now, he is actually monetizing this channel, by the way. But again, this is one of his most viewed videos. This has 27 million views. Look at how much that is compared to the rest of his videos. I mean, even down here, they're only getting like 100,000, and down here, they're getting like 50K. And when I talked to him, this video did not have the most insane retention. He had videos with better retention and better swipe through rates than this one, but it was well positioned. position. So it was honestly just in the right place at the right time. The nonchalant elevator entrances was a trend that was happening, and not that many people were posting about it on YouTube, but there were people posting about it on other platforms like TikTok, and he was like, wait, I could take advantage of this and post a video about this and go viral riding this trend. It ended up being successful, and again, his swipe through rate and retention rate were not better than any of his other videos, it just was correctly positioned. And that's what he calls either positioning or timing, the reason that he was able to get so many views on this single video. And again, just to put this in perspective, you guys, like 27 million views. This single video made him like $4,000 plus. It's absolutely absurd. Like, this is just completely broken. So if you find these openings, this is how you can make a lot of money from it. So yeah, this video is basically letting you guys know, do not obsess over retention rate or swipe through rate. It's not the only thing that's going to get you views on YouTube Shorts. I hope after this video, I'm not going to be getting a bunch of DMs of people being like, oh, my retention is blah, 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 and my swipe through is blah, blah, blah. Why am I not going viral yet? This is why. YouTube isn't just a game of getting the correct swipe through and retention rate. It's also a game of being positioned and timed correctly in the algorithm and in what people want. Even with another person I had on my podcast named Dennis, he went viral in his ranking niche. He shows it here with one of his Ashton Hall videos. I think it was this one. It got 3.2 million views. And again, this is very obvious what happened here. He didn't get the most views because it was good retention or anything. He got the most views because he rode the trend of Ashton Hall. And this is what everyone was thinking about on YouTube at the time because the Ashton Hall videos were funny and he was just the first person to hop on it. So positioning, timing, and being correctly aligned with micro and macro trends is the real game of YouTube, along with having good retention and good swipe through. But really making entertaining videos about stuff that's relevant and people want and other people aren't making is really the core thing. With that being said, that's my transparent view on the best way to get views on YouTube. It's not all about retention, and I hope you understand that from this video. My mission with this channel is 100% transparency, and if you support that mission, consider subscribing, or the best way to support it is by being transparent yourself and going to my Discord, which will be in the description, and transparently dropping your best money-making sauce in the Discord. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next video, and peace.